Telling you they were just a bunch of thugs. Too bad about my bag, though. I had a nice shirt from my old woman in it. But what the hell? What's done is done.
Be glad they didn't catch you knee-deep and bare-assed in a pond. Now that's a story I could tell. What's your name? I'm Henry, and I'm in my lord's service.
What a coincidence. We had a Henry who used to work with us, too. But at the church in Brownhow, a stone block fell on him. He died on the spot. By the way, I'm Cuba. But they call me Ball Man.
Ball man? You must have lost a lot of weight then. Or maybe you're a good dancer?
Wrong on both counts, lad. I used to dress stone as shot for catapult, see? Did it so long I could hardly cut a right angle after.
I better be off. I bid you safe travels.
Sure. Good luck, my friend.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
It's just you.
Stop where you are! We're after you! Halt!
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
I've got it in for you, scum. The time has come for you to confess to your thievery. And if I don't find those stolen things on you, you'll pay for them as well.
Him, my God!
All right, I'll pay. I don't want any trouble.
Now I'll take those stolen items and see if you have anything else that doesn't belong to you.
Have a look then.
All right then. You don't have anything else stolen on you, besides what I'm arresting you for. In that case, an indulgence will suffice. Now be on your way. Why are you still here? About what happened at the big meeting?
Yeah, greetings.
Who's herding livestock in this village?
Depends. The young lads take turns. Now it's Manca's brother, Alshik. Well, did you get it sorted out?
Hopefully. But it cost me all the money my pa left me. I even had to sell the ring for my mother-in-law. But I'm
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain around his neck. Can you believe it? Someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him. That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
Well, I'll be on my way. I wish you well.
Of course. Safe travels.
I'm sorry!
God grant you health. Greetings. What do you need?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
I'm in a right bind, but what are friends for if not to help each other?
Great. It's a deal. Go ahead and tell Franz and Vasek, too.
I'll be right there. I apologize.
What would you like?
What's new around here?
You should pay a visit to Old Mouth sometime. He's our local storyteller, you know. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things, but only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget, I have some here to sell, if you want.
And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
God be with you.
Greetings to you too.
He's gone.
Thanks for taking over for Henrik. It was nice of you.
Don't mention it. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
But you didn't do it out of the goodness of your heart, hey? You know what, though? It's all the same to me. For all I care, the fellas can lose their wits over that maypole. It's no big deal to me. But Henique's on the warpath, so watch out. But that's between you two.
I'll have some wine.
Is anyone taking care of your livestock?
Aye, the boys take turns. There's always someone different doing it. Now it's my brother's turn. He says he wants to study, but he has to spend the whole day following sheep instead. At least I always make him something to eat in the morning, so he can take it with him.
Pour me one.
I feel quite hungry. How's it going?
Just like any other day, I reckon. Wait a mo. You were here just before our maypole disappeared.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. I'm sorry someone stole it, but I had nothing to do with that. Just a strange coincidence.
All right. Sorry for accusing you.
How are the sheep? Do you have any trouble with wolves?
Not really. There were a few prowling around recently, but we managed to chase them off. I'm keeping an eye out for them. But other than that, herding is a bloody bore. I come here every day, eat the lunch my sister makes for me, and stare at the sheep.
I've never herded sheep. Pa was a blacksmith, so I used to help him out in the smithy. The work made my whole body ache.
My pa sends me to the Troskovitz bailiff. He wants me to learn to read and write. It all just makes my head ache.
Well, your pa's right. It's always good to learn something new. Not just anybody knows how to read. You'll be respected throughout the land.
You sound just like Pa, but I reckon you're right.
I've got to go. Take care.
Aye, you too. Those sheep aren't yours. Stop messing around. anvil, and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above it. Give it a pull. It works better. God's wound, Henry. What are you waiting for? Heat it up. Tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
Christ.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. heated up now, so come over to the anvil. See that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. The sparks are flying nicely. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to my... There you go! You've got it finished! All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me, but if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. They can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house, there are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
I should eat something. I heard you could teach me something.
Sure, why not? If you pay me, I'll teach you a few of my tricks. What is this about?
You said you have some more interesting work for me. What would that be?
It's about those 2 idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semine, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semine and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Those 2 hands of yours, Venser and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long, but these days I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semine wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semine's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semine that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semine.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them. Really need to eat something.
Thanks for taking over for Henrik. It was nice of you.
Don't mention it. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
But you didn't do it out of the goodness of your heart, hey? You know what, though? It's all the same to me. For all I care, the fellas can lose their wits over that maypole. It's no big deal to me. But Henrik's on the warpath, so watch out. But that's between you two.
I really need to eat something.
God bless.
Can I ask you about that cart?
What is it you need to know?
All right, I'm on my way.
Time's wasting. Run along.
Can I ask you about that cart?
What is it you need to know?
All right, I'm on my way.
Time's wasting. Run along. Well, see you around.
Oh, aye, I'll see you later.
God bless you.
No food for me here.
Good day.
I hear you have some problems with wolves.
You can say that again. Those fucking mangy beasts are eating my sheep. They take them like they were for sale at the market.
Did you notice an ordinary mutt amongst those wolves?
You know, there might have been. I didn't get a close look at them, but one seemed to be smaller and was a strange colour.
That could have been Mutt.
If I understand you, you're looking for your dog and think he might be with those wolves, right?
That's right. I'll have to find that pack to see if it's him.
I'll say, since you're already going after that pack, would you mind doing a good deed? If you kill those furry fuckers, there'll be a reward in it for you.
Why not? I can kill two birds with the one stone.
That's great. It'll be well worth your while.
I hope so. Where can I find that wolf pack?
I was grazing my sheep up on the slope last time, by the forked birch, and those monsters learned to go there. I don't take my sheep there anymore, but those fuckers still go sniffing around over there.
So we'll bring your flock up there again and wait and see if they come.
Are you fucking mad? I don't want to lose any more sheep. I think you just need some bait.
Not even one single sheep? I promise I'll look after it.
Well, I could lend you Ignatius. He's the stupidest ram I've ever seen. Or the brightest. Depends on how you look at it.
What do you mean? Can he do somersaults? Does he know how to count?
That'll be all I need. The only thing that little devil knows how to do is piss me off. When I want him to move, he sits still. When I want him to sit still, he fucks off to where I can't find him.
I know people like that.
Right. But you can tell a person to fuck off. But when it's a sheep, you're wasting your breath. And on top of that, you have to take good care of him.
So I'll take Ignatius and use him as bait?
Right. But he's so stupid he's smart. I'm certain he'll come back to me.
All right. I'll take Ignatius and go and have a look around that forked birch. Will he come with me, or will I have to lead him up somehow?
That bugger will follow you himself. Just wave a carrot in front of his face. He's mad for carrots. I can't even count the times he's rammed his way into my house to get some. I happen to have one here. If you take it with you, he'll follow you around like a loyal dog. When you get to the pasture, just throw the carrot and then go and hide. Ignatius will stay there.
Where can I hide there?
There's a thicket across the road. But don't worry, if the wolves go after the sheep, they won't notice you. But you'll hear them from far away as they get closer. I don't know anything more horrifying than the sound of their damned howling. See you soon, my friend.
Why do they call you Ignatius? All right, keep it to yourself. How are you, Ignatius? Sorry. I thought now that we're partners, you'd be a bit more talkative. Forked birch. I think I've found the spot. Don't you think we've been chatting long enough? I'm glad. Let's go and get this over with. Do you want to go back home? You must be afraid. Mike, you aren't afraid of anything. I respect that. So hungry I could eat a horse. Heel! Lie down! Right. You won't do anything without a carrot. Heel! Lie down! Right. You won't do anything without a carrot. They're coming.
Praise God.
I'm back because of those wolves of yours.
Ah, I'm glad to see you alive and healthy. How did it go?
Well, there were too many of them, so I ran away.
Sacra. You didn't do much, did you? Jesus Christ. I gave you my Ignatius. That poor little creature.
How are you, Ignatius? Sorry. I thought now that we're partners, you'd be a bit more talkative. Forked birch. I think I've found the spot. Well, Ignatius, I'll put your snack right here. Now, come and eat it up. Once you see a wolf, just out loud, and then run away. All right? I'll be hiding in the bushes, and we'll jump out to save you in time. They're coming.
Put that weapon away. God.